Alright, in this video we'll see how to create a vehicle renting system plugin created with WordPress. Now let me show you what it does. Now consider I need a vehicle for rent. So let me choose this THAR ROXX for on 1 p.m. I want the pickup. So if I book the website or book the car, I need to give the number and name and click on confirm. So once I made the booking, I'll wait for the call. Now as an admin of the website, I would have access to whoever has inserted the booking in this particular submenu. So if I click on this submenu, you will see the data that you see is entered by the user Vishal uh, for the for the car called THAR, for the vehicle called THAR, and the pickup time is 1 p.m. and this is his phone number. Now not only this, we have some features for filter. So per day 4500 this car is available, per day 4800 this car is available, for per day 5000 this vehicle is available, and so on. So based on the price also we can make a filter based on the type, either it's SUV or ESUV, we can make a filter of it. Or if you need all, you just click on all. This is the technical requirement, sorry, this is how the plugin would work. So in detail, what are the data that we are going to learn? First of all, we'll be creating a custom post type and a meta box. So this is actually a custom post type vehicle, and if I click on add, you will see I'll be able to add a vehicle. Let's add a vehicle called Scorpio Classic, and this is the type, and this is the price per day, and and this is the picture. And if I click on publish, you will see an archive page would be created, and in the archive page we will have the list of added vehicles. So this is the recent added SUV Scorpio Classic. Now these are the metadata, the vehicle info, where the price, and we are providing vehicle type. So we will see a custom WP list table. So since we have inserted a number of cars, that cars can be viewed at this menu called vehicle, where we will have title, we will have image of the vehicle, we will have price per day, and the vehicle type, and also the booked information can also be viewed by this submenu. So here we have image, here we have customer name, here we have phone, here we have pickup time, here we have vehicle name. And now let's see how does this plugin work. So what we need is, let me just deactivate this plugin and let's create our plugin. So here, get into the plugins folder. I have set up WordPress install locally, and now what I'll do is I'll create a folder called rental, and we need to create a PHP file, and this PHP file name should be similar to the folder name that you have created. So let's say rental.php, and now we want the information like name, description, author, so that we can pass with the help of the plugin name, the description, the version, the author name, and that's enough to make our plugin view on this particular plugins page. Now you will see vehicle rental. So if I click on activate, nothing will happen because we haven't written any line of code inside it. So I want to create a custom post type. So for that we'll call the hook called init and attach our function which is register post type to it. So this is our CPT, and I'll just make it as a rental. This is our custom post type, this is label, and this is enough to make our link available on the sidebar. So if I click on add post, by default we have title and thumbnail. So by default we have title and thumbnail, and let the slug be just rentals, and I want to add a custom field. So for that, so we have a meta box where we have two input field. One will be vehicle type and one will be the price. So once I save, the data gets saved into the WP post meta, and we'll be accessing the WP post meta with the help of get post meta function, the ID that we need to pass for this particular post, and based on that, key and value would be generated. This is key, and the value, whatever the value entered into the input field, will be the value. So this is key and this is value. So on page refresh, whatever the data is stored will be retrieved with this function. Now this is enough. Make sure to have link your CPT with your we have to link CPT with our meta fields. Now when I press an update button or publish button, there will be only two fields will get saved. We want to save our meta box as well. For that, we need to call the save post hook and save post along with our CPT name. Here it's rental, and this is the update meta. Just as we have get post meta, we have update post meta, and this will help you to save the data. Now what we'll do is we'll just insert one value, let's say THAR ROXX. So let's get the THAR ROXX at the price per day is 5000, and this is of type SUV, and this is the image. If I click on publish, and permalink will be created, and I just only need it. I just only need what? I just only need the archive page. So rental. As of now, WordPress did not understand the slug that we have created. To make sure that WordPress know that this slug is created by us, we need to rewrite the URL. So to rewrite the URL, you just need to update the permalink. So now WordPress will rewrite the URL, and now your rental would work. Now this is the archive page. Now we need to design the archive page. So before designing the archive page, let's just see the default table, WP table, which WordPress provides. And first of all, let's just add custom header. So to add custom header, what we do is we need to add a filter and add our hook. So we need to add our hook here. Sorry, not hook, that the CPT name. Now this is enough to have the header called image, price, and vehicle. Now what we need is we need the relevant row. To add the relevant row, again we need to change the CPT based on our CPT rental, and we'll using get post meta to update the row. Now that is enough. Now you see the data got entered. Now these data need to be displayed on the archive page. Let's create our own archive page. So our own archive page, make sure the CPT is when there is a call for this CPT archive, display this archive page. Let's create a new page, and over here it's just the loop. Whatever is there would be number of vehicle, and that number of vehicle can be looped over here. Let's do that. First we need to query the post type. So the post type here we are going to use is rental, and everything else is similar. We'll be just designing the card view and the slider and the filter with the help of drop down and radio button. That's it. So once it is set, you'll see the original. This is not saved yet, so just save it. Now you'll see the CPT. Now when I click on the vehicle, you'll see the pop-up will open. This pop-up will have, first we need to select, we need to fill these information, and once we fill those information, we would be sending the AJAX request. So here I'm sending the AJAX request with the action. So this action will be responsible for getting the request from AJAX. So this is the action name, and with this action name, what we are going to do is we'll be linking our function. So that function will do what? We'll get the value from the AJAX. These values which we are passing, we'll be getting it from AJAX and storing it into a variable, and each inquiry is actually a post type. So that post type is going to be rental booking. This is the name, and since it's a post type, the post type metadata will be stored into the post meta. So we are updating it with the help of update post meta. Now whatever we write here, we can have access to the submenu. Submenu is not set. Let's set the submenu. For the submenu, we just need two things. The first one is post type, that we have already used it to enter. So this is the post type, custom post type name or the handle, and then the original post type. Now this is required to link our custom post type as a submenu to this vehicle. Now if I click on it, you'll just have title and date. Now as we have already done, we need to do it again with the help of filter. We need to define the heading first, and once the heading is set, we need to define the row, that we can get it with the help of update post meta. Now this is the header and this is the relevant columns. Now if I refresh, the data would be visible. Now let's try adding one more card. this is the car, and this is the price, and this is the ESUV option. And let's pick the vehicle and click on set featured image. Now in the archive you will see the data would get populated, and the filter also works fine. And you'll see on the drop down you will have 4500, 5000 per day. And if I make a inquiry on a, let's select a time and inquiry, click on confirm, and over here you will find vehicle booking, where you would find the name, the customer who has reached with this number for the vehicle on this time. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.